Morning, guys. How's it going? So it's a little different today. So I was thinking about, a lot of people letting fear overtake them, and well, a lot of people do that. Fear, worry, stress, everything. All of their options are chosen to prevent one specific future that they've bought into. Um, that doesn't work for me. I'm all about creating options. Have you let the fear take over? I see a lot of people that talk about it being a dead planet and it's all dire and all that sort of stuff that we've been lied to. Well, duh, everyone gets lied to. What are you doing in your own backyard, in your own community to better your life and everything around you? I mean, we don't get out of this life alive. So, what are you doing to increase the choices not only for you but for those you care about and those you love? I guess that's the thing. There's many people that think that they're very future planning, and they say, "Oh, I plan for the future." Yeah, but are you planning from a place of fear? Are you planning for something dire? Are all those choices, are all the decisions that you make, all come about with a negative end? Do you have hope for the future? Are you planning to have that in your future? There's been people that all they can do is fixate on one particular end goal, and that's it, which is handy if you can stage that into an eventual good end for you. But for many people, I guess that's the way they just live and work, and they're just goal oriented can be a good thing, but also, yeah, it's a difficult thing. I mean, the closest I can come to is when a lot of people I see in the scene, in the kink scene, when they're starting to go, my goal is to get collared and be owned by someone, go, yes, but then what? Well, what are you going to do then? What's your future then? Have you thought about, once you get collared, it's like the epitome of whatever you wanted to do, and then what are you going to do? It's like a lot of people obsessed about having the perfect family and getting married, or the perfect wedding. It's like, yeah, okay, then what? What happens after the wedding? Have you thought of that? Have you thought of life beyond that? Have you thought of all the possibilities, of all the options, all the choices, all the fantastic things you could be doing? Or have you just focused on the one thing and narrowed it down? I mean, that's the thing. Are you being like making choices to branch out, to making the best and give yourself more options for the future? Or are you making choices that narrow down your options? Narrow down all the different pathways. Are you increasing your pathways, increasing your options? To a certain extent, it's a lot of people putting all their eggs in one basket. And up until a point, it's good to diversify. Finding that balance is the thing. I think for me, I've seen a lot of people tipping the other way. They're all putting all their eggs in one basket. They're not thinking about the consequences, causes, and the effects of things. And they think that they do, and they do to a certain extent, but it's not what they see is, it's like when you expect to see something, you will see it. It's like the observer effect. When you expect to see something, you will see it, and you're blinding yourself to anything else. Kind of like the whole, it's the last place you look, because once you find it, you stop looking. And that's what people are doing these days. They stop looking once they get, the whole confirmation bias. They stop looking. I mean, dare yourself to be wrong. Dare yourself to, open up your mind into many things. Dare yourself not to give in to that fear. I mean, really. I mean, think about a lot of people have. They get hysterical. I've not seen many people who, in a fit of hysteria, make good decisions, think rationally, engage their, frontal lobe. It's all about one of the things, the amygdala. It's all about their little lizard brain. They're more interested about the here and now. It's like a drug for them. Really, it's sad. It's particularly when it's like a lot of older people. They should know better. And people that claim that they know better don't really. Anyway, fear narrowing your choices. Are you letting the fear narrow your choices? Fear of not belonging, fear of the future, fear of whatever, fear of dying. Why be afraid of death? It's something everyone can partake in, and everyone does eventually. Don't be afraid of it. It happens. It's not being down or anything, it's just a fact of life. It happens. It's what we do when we're alive that matters. And if you choose to be a dick, that's not my problem. If you choose to live life to the full and help and be generous to people, that is awesome. And that's, I think, to me, what is good about the world and what's good about people. Yeah, people are people and humans are humans. There are always a certain percentage that will be shitty to each other, whether it's the way they were brought up or whether it's biological, chemical or whatever. That's just the way it is. I mean, social, cultural, whatever. Anyway, so have you let fear rule your life? Are you increasing your choices rather than narrowing them? Have you got too many choices out there? Have you got not enough? What are you doing to correct that? Is your future infinite? Can you see your future? Is it good? Does your future stop at one particular point? Do you want it to stop at that particular point? I want mine to keep going. Anyway, Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Don't think too much about that though. Enjoy your life and have a good day. Bye.